Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I am back to do the hashtag Color Combo 2024. This is hosted by Tammy at Loufrou-frou Studio, and if you type this in YouTube, it'll go straight to her channel. I will have a link in the description box below this video as well that you can just go to there directly, but if for some reason you would like to do it this way, you can do that. So, every month, or well, I think she's only going to do, what would she say, 25 weeks, I think she said she's going to do. I'm not positive about that. You can go over and watch her video though, and she'll give you like the fine details. But essentially what she's going to do is each week there will be a shape and a color, or yeah, each week there'll be a shape and a color. For example, sorry, this week is circle and the color red, or red and the color circle, since it's a color challenge. So you will need to have something that is red this week and a circle. It doesn't have to be a red circle. It just needs to be something that's red and a circle. So that's what it's about. I mean, you have more than one circle, you can do however you like, but that's the basic gist of it. So each week it will be a new color and a new shape. Okay, so what we are going to do after I say hugs and blessings to Cindy, Sherry, and Tammy. Love you guys. Thank you for your kind comments and just, always supporting me. I appreciate that very, very much. And a super, super thanks to Sandy and Kathy. You guys are the sweetest, and thank you for your generosity. It's very much appreciated. All right, so what we're going to do today is, this probably isn't going to take very long, you guys, because what I have done is cut a circle out of, this is just a collage masterboard that I did on kids drawing paper, and then I just collaged all kinds of neutral scraps and then cut a circle, and then I cut a second whole circle that was this, and cut it. You can cut it directly in half. You can cut it wherever you want. I was going to use this bottom portion, but then I realized when I cut the people, there, she gets really covered up. So I decided to use the top portion as my pocket for the circle. And you've seen these before. I've done these before if you've watched me for a while. And there are other people. I don't know who started this. I think it might have been... Oh my goodness, I'm drawing a total blank on that. I saw Gail Augustinelli do it, I'm pretty sure, but I think it was started by someone else, and for some reason, for the life of me, I'm just drawing a blank on that. So anyhow, not my idea, been around for a while. It's all stuff that floats in and out of our junk journal world, and we go, oh yeah, I need to make some of those. And I did just make one not too long ago for my 50 stack challenge. I think it was circle or something as well. So it's just kind of it's such a fun pocket, and I wish I would not forget it so easily, because it's super simple. You cut two circles the same size, cut one essentially in half wherever you want it cut. And then you need to cut one circle of whatever the image is, or, thing that you want to be your tag. Like a size smaller. If you have like a circle die or whatever, you need to cut it the next size down so that it fits in, because otherwise if you cut it the same size, obviously it's not going to fit once you glue the front portion of the pocket on, right? So that is what that is. Oh, Wendy's Journal Adventures, I believe, but I could be totally wrong about that, because it's just really hard to remember who did what, but I believe it was Wendy at Wendy's Journal Adventures, and I don't know why that escaped me for a moment, but it surely did. And you want to try to get this kind of as thin as you can around here, because, that is a tight fit for that circle tag. So, yeah, this is going to be a pretty fast one. I had to, get my thoughts together to figure out what I wanted to do, and so in doing that, I cut this out and all that, but it's not like it's that exciting for you guys to watch that part anyway. So anyhow, but I hope you guys are doing fantastic. I am doing good, just trucking along in the new year so far. my niece contacted me and said they are officially on baby watch now, so he could be born at any time. The doctor feels, I mean, granted, the longer she can go, the better, but chances are it's not going to be a whole lot longer just because she's having contractions so much. Oh, it does fit in that one. All right. So we're going to punch this hole. This is one that I rusted, and it's red. You can kind of tell because it kind of looks dirty red. So, you know, it didn't rust super stellar, but it's fine. It works. Yeah, so keeping my fingers, well, actually prayers, more than fingers crossed, but that he is healthy, 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 baby. That's what we want. And healthy mama. So yeah, but I think she's excited because she's exhausted. I mean, and I know because I went through the same thing with the constant contractions, especially at the end, and you just get tired. You're just tired. There's no two ways about it. So, and you know, of course, she's excited to see the little guy. But we prefer him to be healthy. That's the important part. But I think she is feeling a bit of relief just because, I mean, always scary, you just never know, but hopefully the scary part is past. And I'm just going to try to stamp February 14th in here. Whether I actually succeed or not is another story. Just because this is a tight fit. Oh, I did it. Yay. And of course you could put any date, like if it was a wedding thing or something. Do it like that. So we're going to put those on there. And then I thought, I'm not super crazy about the black paint circle there just because of what we're using it for. So I think I'll put that little flower there. It's not going to cover it entirely, but you know, it'll kind of hide it a tiny bit. I might, that's the back. I thought I'm just going to ink that just a little so that it kind of is not so bright. I think I will use some tacky glue. So yeah, very excited for her and praying. And my daughter's excited because she got her job, and yeah, we're doing good right now. Things are good, so I hope it stays that way. Please let it be a good year. So scary sometimes, all the things. It's just been kind of crazy ever since Theron went to college. Well, really since Aiden started college because of, that was COVID year. And then Theron with that crazy, there was that horrible murder up there where he was going to college. He didn't know anybody, but you know, it's just scary because you're up there and for a while they didn't catch the person, you know, so yeah. And then my poor niece. Oh my goodness, it's been the wild one for her. So a little relaxation is very much wanted and needed, I think, at this point. All right, then I thought maybe we could put this is a piece of Tim Holtz fabric. I thought it might be neat to kind of decorate with up here. I mean, there's only so much you can do, obviously, to this little bitty, blocking my light, circle, but we're going to try and see what we can do. And then I have this, and I'm going to try to stretch it out or undo it so I can put a few beads on it like we used to do in the 80s. It's been a while, and this one's rusted, so I might just break it. Now my daughter's texting me. Nobody texts me all day long till I do a video. And then everybody texts me. She'll have to wait a little bit. So yeah, then you just kind of straighten it out as best you can. They are tricky, and I really don't want to stab it into my finger, seeing as it's all rusty. And then you can put some beads on it, and then you wind it back up, and then the beads are on this side over here, and I need some more beads. So this is kind of out of my normal wheelhouse, but I'm trying to use some of the stuff that I have that's just been sitting in my craft room forever. Because I had companies that would send me this stuff. I've kind of gotten away from that just because I feel like everybody was doing that for a while, and it became annoying to me, so I can only imagine it becomes annoying to viewers. Just because it's like we're all doing the same company's stuff, you know what I'm saying? So anyhow, I just kind of got away from it. Plus, I just am getting too much stuff, and I don't have anywhere to put it. That's the huge part of the problem. So I kind of just got away from all that. And some of the companies I'm not super happy with because of some of the things that happen to other artists. And I guess you would call it intellectual property, or, you know, copyright issues, basically, is what it comes down to. I did it! Check it out! I'm so proud of myself. Because I'm telling you, that is not my strong suit, the jewelry making and all that. I never did get into it. But anyway. So anyway, all the things to say, not that, you know, anybody in particular, I don't like a lot of it, so I'm not doing it anymore. And some of them aren't doing that, so I'm not trying to say they all do that. The big thing is trying to get this to work again. And then this is, I'm kind of going sideways because you can see this rose I think is supposed to be up like this because there's a bud right there, but we're going to have it kind of sideways so that I can pin this and not cover up the rose. You see what I mean? And we're going to try to straighten it out. Try being the operative word. And we're going to put it right up here. So it'll just be a little decorative bit for when the tag is not in the pocket, right? I'm not going to do much to that tag because it's not going to fit into the pocket if I do, so it's just going to be kind of that sort of a thing. Oh, I'm just keep banging the lights and probably making you guys seasick. So we got definitely lots of circles and quite a bit of red, so I think we're good. I may just ink that a touch. It's not super duper white anyway. Those little beads are whiter than anything. We'll dab them. I doubt it'll stay on them. It'll probably just come off, but we're just gonna go with it. So this can go in here. Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna do a whole lot to that because, see, you're not really gonna see any of that other stuff until you take the tag out. I could probably cut the tag a little smaller to the next size down. I might do that. That's not gonna work. Oh, sometimes the old brain just does its own thing. Okay, so I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to go try to cut this a tiny bit smaller, and then I will come right back. Okay, I am back, and I cut it smaller, and I think that's better. It fits in there better. It's not coming up over the top quite as much, so you can see the tie and the pin a little bit better. So anyway, there is my Color Combo 2024 red and circle. So I think what we'll do now, if you'd like to stick around, if you're done with me, then you can move on. But I thought I could play with this for a few minutes and just see what we come up with. It isn't necessarily anything to do with the combo, but I just think it'd be fun to play with. So I got these from I never know how to say the name of her store. It's like Brocade or something. Anyways, I will link it in the description box below. But I got this and some vintage wallpaper. So yeah, super fun stuff, and it came quickly, shipped nice, you know, good product. So I got a selection of like vintage flashcards. So I got some of these ones with patina, some going this direction, you know, just a selection of different flashcards. So very happy with that. And I'm also very happy with my wallpaper, which I'll be showing you when I start my next journal. So, but, and I will try to remember the name or, you know, I'll put it in the description box for sure. But I just can't, I'm awful with some of those names. If it's not something simple, my brain just doesn't pay attention, I guess. That's the problem anyway. But, so yeah, I don't know. And I know it seems silly. I'm going to tear this pocket to make another pocket, but I can print more of these. This is my digital, my all-in-one Valentine journal. So I'm not real worried about, oh no, it's the only one I have kind of thing. That's the nice part about digitals. You can take them all apart and still have, you know, the original, the piece, because you can just print it over again. So, yeah. But this is just what I have on my desk right now, basically is what it comes down to. So I'm just kind of going with it. So we can keep playing for a few minutes rather than just coming on here for like, what, 15 minutes and then ditching you guys. That was just a fast thing that I came up with for this challenge. So we'll just work with this little guy. Needs to be inked. So yes, this is my all-in-one Valentine journal. That's a pocket from that. So, and I love playing with flashcards and things. They're just fun. I like to see the numbers, so I don't usually cover mine entirely. But obviously, you do you. We all have our styles, right? If we didn't, it'd be a real boring world because everything would be the same. Just throwing things now. I'm just going to glue stick it. I think that'll be fine. And we'll add some other things with it to make a little flashcard pocket. And I'm going to have to trim that a bit because it's hanging out over the edge. So what kind of projects are you guys doing? I'm kind of in that limbo between. Tomorrow, though, I start my collaboration with Carol Laws, and we're going to do the grungy wallpaper journals. And I know there's some other people that are also starting, not that that was necessarily planned, tomorrow with their grungy wallpaper journals. So welcome, and we'll just all have a little making party, kind of like we did with the, what do you call it? Which one was that? The fall, the 1910 autumn fall journal. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what I want to put right there. So my brain was doing multiple things. You probably noticed because it doesn't work very good when I do that. That'll work. That little piece of pink will work. And then, I don't know, that doesn't have a whole lot on it. Got my little bucket of scraps here. Oh, this little piece of lace will probably work. But yeah, so that will be super fun to see what everybody comes up with, because we all start with the same kit, and boy, do we all go a different direction. So I think Linda might also be starting a journal. We didn't even plan it that way. Carol and I did. We planned it, but she asked me if I wanted to do another collaboration, and she asked me, of course, because I love Carol. Love you, Carol. I hope you feel better. I feel so bad for her. She's been so ill. The darn flu bug. Her and her hubby. That is not fun. Not a great way to spend your Christmas, New Year time. But been there, know how it is. I'm just going to kind of put glue all over here, and it'll stick where it wants. I may end up doing a little stitch across there. But yeah, she mentioned wanting to do that, and it's so fun when we do that because we do tend to think alike. And already she told me that little tag journal that I did, she made one similar or something like that starting out too. So yeah, I said that's about right. That's kind of what we did with the Sherlock journal. We ended up making a lot of the same stuff without trying. We didn't like plan it because we don't tell each other what we're going to make. We just both work with the same kit, you know, at the same time and just see what we come up with. But yeah, that was silly. What are the odds, right? Yeah, I think I'm going to have to run a stitch through that because I don't think it's going to stay otherwise. So I'm going to let it sit there a minute and see if it'll grab on at all. And then I thought I could use maybe like this tag to go in there. I can trim it down a little bit. How long is that? Because it could possibly go in. I was going to do one of the all-in-one Valentine journals. So I have a lovely lady who wants one. So I will be making one of those. I don't know how much I'll get of that done on camera because I am doing the wallpaper journal, but oh, yeah, that's not going to stay without me stitching it. But we'll see what comes of that. All right, I'm going to pause and stitch that. I'll be right back. Okay, I got that stitched on. And then maybe we could do a little something else over here. I don't know. Let's look through some of the bits and see what we can find. Do like a heart of some kind. I don't mind if it covers the numbers a little. I like to see the numbers, so some of this is just too big for this. You have to shrink something down. That would have been cool if that was a 14. I just thought of that. Let's see. There's a little something. This obviously was clearly not planned, so I could use that little cherub. So we're just kind of winging it. See what we get. I think the cherub would work pretty good. And the doves are good too. I don't know, let's just see what doll that is. That would be pretty. I may have to trim that just a skosh. I might put that cherub on there. That's what I will do. I will use this with the heart. So I'm just going to stick it over here. Oh, I didn't even see that heart, but I already have a heart, so I don't need more hearts. Got enough hearts. And we'll put the cherub on the tag. And maybe put a little music or something. Let's see. This is out of one of those practice typing books that we all used to have to sit in class with and type away. I never was that great at that. You should see my son type. It's insane. Because he's been a computer person for so long, and he just like, it's crazy how fast he can type. Because that's what he does a lot. I went and saw him at work today because I needed a new screen protector on my phone. Hardly got to talk to him. He was very busy. Had to have someone else help me, which that's fine. He needs to do his job. So it was like, hi, bye. You're busy. I'll see you later. He's gonna come for dinner. Chat later. I'm gonna put it so that I think I want it like that, so it looks like the hand is sort of, you know, here kind of thing. That makes sense. Coming off the side. But it's just awesome to be able to do that. And he can come have dinner and go home, and not a problem. Okay, and then this I am going to trim. I know I will do it crookedly, but we're going to try to just go across here and take some off. See how crooked that is? Look. Nope. Can't do it, I'm telling you. It's like my brain goes sideways or something. I don't know. Crazy. Okay, I think that's good. This is good. Put a little ink on here. Put our little cherub on. And bada bing, bada boom. We will have another little piece of ephemera. That one went together pretty fast. If you got a few things hanging around and you got a base, you can make it happen. I always have junk hanging around, but sometimes it's more overwhelming than helpful, but I've just cleaned up again, so just to destroy it, but you know, that's what I do. I don't think I'm alone in that. My sister and I were talking about it because she's like, I don't know how you could do it any different than you do, just because it, we use so many things and it's impossible to have them all out, and so you get it all out to make something so you remember to use things. If you put it all away, then you don't remember to use it and it just sits. So yeah, it is definitely a double-edged sword for sure. But I do enjoy junk journals so much, so I guess it's just part of it. It's just what we do. Oh, I feel like you can't see him very well, huh? Him or her. Maybe we need to put something else under before it sticks. I think I'm going to do that. Let's see. Something real light. Like this, maybe? Just a little bit here. I'm trying to tear it and it's not wanting to tear. Just so maybe you can see them a little better. Crookedy Crookedy is the technical term. And that's already dried out. These stickers don't stick great, I have found, so I always put glue on them. They're okay. I just don't think they'll stay very long. I could be wrong, but I tore that one, of course, a little. I'm going to scoot it down just a little so that maybe I don't cover up the rose quite so much. Put his little face there. I might end up having to cut off some toes or a whole foot. Poor little guy. He's just getting abused. Oh, it's never a perfect system. I don't even know that that helps at all, but maybe you can see him a little bit better. Oh, that's not going to work. Weird. I don't know why. Ay, ay, ay. So now it should fit in here better once it's glued. Make that a little more. And I'll probably stitch around this and put a piece of lace or some such thing on it at the top. Just gonna glue that, and I am gonna glue that little sideways bit too, because I just don't think it needs to be open that much for one tag. It will fit just fine. So there we are. I don't know, just a fun little extra something since my my circle was so short lasted. Clean up my mess here a little bit. And so this is our color combo, the red and circle. And then this is just for fun. Oh, that's not sticking yet. But my poor little cherub. Hopefully it'll be all right. All right, guys, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and we will chat again soon. Love you guys. Bye.